First drive will start at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr now to throw. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Shotgun snap to Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
He really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Carr now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Denver.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And
one of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, awesome. At least they didn't turn it over, so that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Carr. It's the right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
They're on the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And got his man complete. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 92 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Golden on the return. Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Bowden. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brought down by Vaughn Miller. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Carr looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route. allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Second down now. It's Lindsey. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's third down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, it's Locke. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it. But most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun. Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Officially that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Richard on the return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, I would tell my offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Good.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And on his first carry, he loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let them.
Now Rock, he lost the football. It's out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Reed on the tackle.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Block going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 2nd-year man lock to the rookie Judy for a Bronco first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Lock to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will extend their lead now up to 22. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Denver.
On first down, Locke. Locke, he lost the football to town. And the Raiders pick it up. 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll try to run with Jacobs. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Broncos 24, Raiders 8.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Taking over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jonathan officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
We'll get this one to Patrick. And it's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr gonna throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run. run. It's Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Lindsey on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
To Philip Lindsey.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And some room to roll now. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
I know people see Philip Lindsey's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon. But I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsey. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Locke to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will make the lead now 26. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
5-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
28-yard line.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Freeman again. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
15-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw his Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They run with Calais. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as
as a result, the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Carr. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the ground, it's Calais, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run it here with Bowden. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Win Bowden. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
25-yard
Well,
line.
you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Block on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Block on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.